Earlier we were using the spider lights with daylight balanced fluorescent tubes in there. Now I've taken the same spider light and I put a frosted tungsten bulb in there. And I'm going to, since it's frosted, I'm going to use it raw, just coming out of there. But I'm going to take this diffuser, and we're just going to put it a little bit at the bottom of it. And what that's going to do is just help the light fall off down by the bottom. So now as I come in with this, you can see that I can be a little bit more dramatic with the lighting and see how it's cutting off right in the face there. And then we're going to come in with another light down here below, and this one is just a flash, but all I'm going to use is the tungsten bulb inside it, because that bulb is also frosted. So I just quickly open this up. I'm going to use the frosted bulb, turn this on, and there's our fill. Now turn your face just a little more, and you can see how these two are going opposite again, just like a reflector would. I don't want that chandelier to be yellow. I want it to be the same color temperature as the lights that I take the photographs with. Now, if you have a strobe unit or your flash that you're taking photographs with in your studio, if you use strobe, it'll have a bulb in there that's your modeling light. Well, if that modeling light is 250 watts, it's pretty bright and it's probably good enough to take a photograph with. Especially if you're using fast lenses, like I like to take photographs with the Canon 1.2, and so that's a really fast lens, so I don't need a lot of light. And so if I just use the modeling light and don't use the flash, that bulb will match the same color temperature as the chandelier. So in this exercise of taking the photographs of this set, I a lot of times just use the tungsten bulb that's in the lights and don't let them flash and just shoot the available light. Over here I have another light, and it's a strobe, but I'm just going to use the tungsten bulb because I'm going to shoot this whole thing tungsten, and it's just going to light up the background. So now you can see what that's doing. We have a couple hair lights here, and that one up there I ripped the diffuser out of two, and it's coming in, lighting up the top of the hair. Another type of light that's really big now in the industry are LED lights, and DJs use them quite a bit, or bands, or you might see them in different concerts, and you see them in the background here adding color to the background. So what's cool about these lights, again, is they're constant, they don't flash, so you can mix them up with some kind of available light. And in this set, since we're using tungsten lights, we've added them in there to add just a little color, maybe even add some color onto the subject, bounce it off. I mean, be creative, do whatever you want. But what's cool about them is you can change the different colors, red, green, blue, or whatever, just by pushing the button in the back, and you don't have to add a color gel to it. So I'm just using a nice blue in there, and we're going to come in and just add a little color to the edges of this photograph. And might just lighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to pick a color through here, and then we'll just use that as a little bit of an edge light. And side light the hair with it. This set we have a chandelier hanging, and we have a damask background. Now what's different about the background that we have is that most of the backgrounds you see that other photographers are using are the damask with maybe the black and white. I wanted to use the one that had some color to it so that it's a little bit different. Again, when you're setting up your photography studio or your style, try to be different than the other photographers. They're all going to conventions buying all the same backgrounds, it's like going to a restaurant and it's all the same type of food. So here we're trying to make our backgrounds different, add a little bit of color and putting our own little spin on it. So let's take a look at what this background looks like.